Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Teri, and this is Holding Your Space. And this is Annibear Seven
Hi.
Feather, Standing in Your Light. And she is a very good friend of the channel. And I think everybody from the tribe knows her. And I want to acknowledge all our new subscribers and say thank you for being here and acknowledging some of the gifts that so many in the tribe have, particularly Annie Bear.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
and
you.
speaking of which, I just want to make two announcements. One, and don't leave, but I'm going to show it to you. Annie Bear's new show is out with Life After Life NDE, and this is it. And I'll post a better thing for you guys to go to, but it's Life After Life NDE that she's on, and it just came out like 5 minutes ago. So stay here, but go watch it afterwards. I'm gonna repost that too. And also, your new cards are out.
Well, just one deck so far. So I want to do reads today because Teri's channel was the very first channel that I subscribed to. When I first started coming to YouTube, Teri's channel was the first one. And I just felt at home. And also, Teri's was the first show I ever was a guest on. So I thought it really fitting to do my first reads on Teri's channel.
I love that. I love that, you guys. That is so special. I'm so honored.
She encourages us all
Wow.
every, she really does. She inspires us. And I appreciate Teri. I know we all do. So
Oh,
everybody smash the like it owes you money.
smash it, baby. Smash it.
Smash it like it's a handsome fella, whatever.
Right? Yeah. And I want to just acknowledge that Kelly Healer is here
Yay,
today. Daryl's
Kelly.
here. All our old friends and our new friends, Sharon Donnelly, Teresa,
Yay.
Sally, Mangled Unicorn, Lauren, Mary, Warrior Widow.
Yay.
Golly, you got a big group coming in, and our good friend Richie.
Yes.
So, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
it just came out, right?
Richie. Hugs.
We're
Richie.
so
Hopefully I don't sound like a total nut. We'll see.
well.
We'll see.
I think more power to you if you flew your freak flag, my darling.
There
And
you go. There you go. I was happy to speak on behalf of Mother. Um, that's what made me, because Kelly had asked me about it about a month previous, and I said, "Oh no, I don't have nothing to say." And then I was painting, and it was like guides were talking to me real soft, and they said, "What if you're on planet Earth? What if you were asked to speak on behalf of Mother? Would you say no?" And I was like, "No, I would say yes." So I reached out and wrote Evelyn and said, "Hi, you know, I have a channel, and this is if you want to check it out. This is what I'm all about, and I would. These are the things I'd like to say on behalf of Mother. If you're interested, get a hold of me." And she did. And when I was on her show, Kelly and Teri gave me great tips, like, you know, wear extra blush and that kind of girly stuff. And and Kelly was like, when you write your notes, make the words really big because you won't be able to look at your notes. You won't be able to read from stuff. And I always like doing that. So I didn't get to actually read what I wanted to say about what Mother would say. So I asked Teri if I could read it today. It's just a
wow,
little bit. And this is what I would say. My little self on behalf of Mother. I think Mother would say, I love all my children, the ones who are behaving and the ones who are not. Everyone gets there in their own time. Resonate with your soul. Follow your joyful hearts because you are love. You are diamond light. You are sacred. You are love walking around. All the trees and plants and animals, the stones, which are my bones, all of them fulfill their purpose. When you live fully in your body, be stewards, learn new ways, Observe nature. Stay close to nature. Feeling with all your senses activates you, and you in turn activate nature. And love is a symbiotic dance, a beautiful circle, a hoop, a drum with your heartbeat, like mother's heartbeat. When you resonate fully and are heart-centered, you will remember your divinity. I think that's why we have clairs, so that we can more fully resonate and communicate with the earth, with the elements, with the stardust we are made of, because it's the same stardust that's in the plants and the animals and everything that we brought with us when we came, the things that we're gifted to be a part of this experience, because I think we are storytellers. I think Earth is the only place where these stories can be woven into the timelines. This is where timelines converge. And we storytell by resonating. When we resonate in our hearts more fully, and we resonate with our light body, we tell bigger stories. We weave with more threads. And I think that's how we remember our divinity. I think it's why we come here. And we get so excited because we're humaning and we think, I want to get this all done by next Thursday. You know? And when that doesn't happen, we get a little discouraged and we go, okay, I'm just going to keep trying harder. And I'm really good at that. And that's called getting in your way. So,
That's the truth.
I
Yeah.
think what I benefit the most from our wonderful, loving community here is learning how to relax and have fun, because I tend to take things super serious. So I appreciate this community so much because there's fun in it, and there's silliness, and there's laughter, and those are the things that part of the earth experience, and having these chakras. And we get kind of like, oh wow, I can feel everything. I can eat, I can have sex, I can get mad, I can get excited, I can dance, I can sing. And it takes a while. I'm in my 60s. It takes a while to
Right.
calm down enough
Yeah.
to go, okay. Now what's really important? I was so distracted by this and that, but what's really important? And as you get older, you think, okay, I have more time behind me than I do ahead of me. What do I want to do with the rest of it? I want to
Yeah.
help. I want to encourage others. I don't want to compete anymore. I want to help people. And that's when that resonation starts to, well, first I had to give up bad habits. So if you want to really oomph your game, drop a bad habit. It'll work, whatever your bad habit is, between you and creator. But if you drop some bad habits, your gifts will come in clearer.
It really does lighten our load, doesn't it?
It does. And those challenges, they're not even to judge.
No.
Those challenges, the bad habits I had, they numbed me. And I freaking loved being numb.
Mm-hmm.
Things I didn't want to feel, I could just numb them out. And it's been getting close to 200 days now. And it was difficult at first because I didn't have that numbing thing anymore. Those things I did to numb weren't. I'm like, okay, I'm not numbing anymore. I have to feel it all fully and just run it through my feet. So being in nature has always been important to me, but it's been even more important because, going out to my tree and asking for help and thinking, that attitude of gratitude is like this magic master code, master key or something, I think. Because when I move to gratitude, I relax. And my energy expands. And I've been feeling this angel energy at my edges. And it might be ancestors, it might be angels, I don't really know. And I'm kind of like, I'm not going to get real excited about the AI stuff until you and Sally do a show. Because Sally, I trust Sally. I trust Sally. She's going to investigate stuff. And she shared something once, I think it was her, Debbie DeMint, and said, this kind of AI learns on its own. This other kind of program mankind puts stuff into it and it's like a closed system. I don't want to learn from that one. I do want to learn from the open one. But I think what's going to matter to me most, what's going to help me fulfill my purpose, is if I trust my clairs. And if I trust that this is what I hear, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I feel. And if the more I can be like that hollow tube, and let spirit move through, the more I trust that for me, that's like job one. We need to trust ourselves.
Yeah. Trusting our gut and trusting in ourselves, our light. Like, if we make a mistake, it's okay. You pivot, right? Energy's always in motion. And we're not judged on the other side at all.
We're not. And I think the most freeing phrase I remember that I like is, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I don't have to know everything. It's impossible. Yeah. And what's the fun in that?
Right. It is. And I think that's what the yogi says. I don't know. Yeah. And that's when you really let go and surrender. And that's the best thing you can be, is just light of heart, where
childlike, more of a childlike wonder, because
yeah.
being curious, that's where the curiosity comes from, and activating that center of the mind. Like, I've started remembering my dreaming more, and sometimes I'll write it, sometimes I'll talk into my phone in the dark like I'm making a video, but just to remember what I dreamed. Sometimes I'll just sit up and I'll say, thank you for the dreaming, and I'll say whatever it was that I dreamed, and I'll say thank you, thank you, thank you, so that I keep remembering. I think those imagination centers, those softer places in us, are the ones we need to feed right now. Art helps me do that. Making art helps me get in that space. I wanted to show a painting to you.
Wow. Oh my gosh, the in between, the gap.
Yeah.
Are they whales coming up, or beings, or are they mountains, or is that the same thing?
They're stone beings, but they carry the whale and the dolphin energy.
Yeah, the eyes are definitely those
Yeah.
that I see inside the earth and inside the water.
Yes.
They're opening. Yeah.
And that's where it happens for me, to be in nature and to just go softly. I call on the ones in the forest to help me, and I feel them. I may never see them. If I resonate, like, when you get quiet and you just kind of relax into being quiet, like when you're walking around outside in nature, there's this softness where you'll feel someone touch your hair. You'll feel that slight touch, and it's like, it could be your ancestors, your guides, your angels, people of force. I don't know. But they're just like, we're with you. Just keep relaxing. And it may take a few months, because at first we're like little kids and we're like, oh, I felt something. Then we have to get quiet all over again. So, but keep at it. Keep at it. It works. It really works.
Beautiful. So beautiful, Annibear. I love this. I'm getting so many tingles and affirmations. And Carol, when you said somebody touches your hair, I was just like Carol coming in.
Well, this deck, I dedicated this deck of cards to Carol Gracia. To Carol Gracia, my mother-in-law, who's walked on, and she had such a good life. And we did not get along for about the first 8 years. We really did not. but over time, it took time. We got very close, very close. I cook things and I think of her often, thinking, oh boy, I wish I could call her like I used to and ask her, my cookies are sticky. What do I do? Just things, but I'm so glad that she's in spirit, and knowing how social she was. Paul and I talk about how she must be running around talking to absolutely everybody. So she was one of those never met a stranger kind of. I mean, she was stoic and Norwegian and Lutheran and, proud of her heritage, which I can respect. But she was also a gadabout and very social. So I'm sure she's having a blast.
Oh, I'm sure she is. I'm
Yeah.
sure she is. Yeah. So we won't have time for all the comments that everybody is making, but
Oh,
such beautiful comments.
oh,
Guys are
thank you.
everybody is just so in love with your cards and
Oh, let's
stories.
take some questions because I would just so like to. Let's break them in, people.
Break in, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start there. So, okay, so if you would, guys, I know you know the drill, but put them in all caps, and I think everybody's starred that has come in so far.
And
So,
you gotta push the like button. No kidding. Not kidding around.
yeah, man.
Like, subscribe, and share. If you have a channel, share.
Okay, okay. Ask me about the lady I saw. Okay, please do me. Ask about the lady I saw is what Warrior Widow says. So Warrior Widow,
In the
I
mirror. That's
here.
right.
Yeah, in the mirror, and I don't know if you've got anything else you want to add to that, Nadia.
She got her 4 times in 5 minutes.
Okay, she says she felt 2 hands in mine. Wow, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Okay, and there's another one up here. I found that one. Has anyone been meditating and having your palms open? You can feel the energy there. It's weighted, right? Well, I was asking and trying to visualize a guide or galactic putting their hand in mine, and I felt 2 hands in mine. Is that when you saw this woman, honey? I'm guessing that's when you saw the woman.
Wow. Here's your card, sweetheart. Wish. I have an iPad and my phone. My camera's being all smart, so it keeps moving around. But the first card is wish. That was your wish.
Wow.
This is your second card, Bird Tribe's Dancer.
What is that?
Bird Tribe's Dancer.
Wow. Oh my God, that's stunning. I can see the movement in that. Wow.
This is Goddess Mystery School portal. Let's turn it this way.
Wow.
So if you want to learn, there you go, hon. There you go. You got your wish.
Yeah.
You got
So
your
beautiful.
wish.
Yeah. Sally wants to know how to buy your card. She's still looking for somebody here.
Yeah, these I had sent away for, but I'm looking for someone to do. Now that I know how to do it, I'm looking for someone that's in the United States so that I can put up a link for you guys to order from.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Warrior Widow, I pulled letting go. So, and that's kind of you in the mirror, right? And letting go, and they came in like you were open. You were at the right part that you could do it. And then dependency. So I don't know what this has to do with it, but I'm just going to acknowledge that she's working with her high heart, and that this must have been perhaps an old thing that was holding you back. And that dependency can be on old ways. It can be like on judgment, like self-judgment. But so that might have been something that held you back in the past, and now you don't have it anymore. You've surrendered. Also sensuality. So you're getting into your sensuality. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Warrior Widow. Yeah, but it might be the grief. Yeah. And getting, we get really caught up in that story and grief that I'm a widow. I am John's wife and he's dead. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I walked around saying, my husband's dead, my husband's dead. And it was constant because we do have like this identity that we have of being in this tribe, and your tribe is your family, right? This little unit, whether it's 4 people or 5 people or 18 people or 2 people. you have a role in that tribe, and your role is taken away. That's a big deal when you're on this planet, that you have to reinvent yourself. And who am I if I'm not that person's wife? Who am I now? And that not knowing, that Buddha consciousness, right? Coming in. Yeah, you lost your whole tribe. Yeah.
I also got that it was her. What I got in my head was that it was your higher self. And sometimes that dependency means your higher self saying, you can depend on me, I'll always be with you. No matter what your circumstances look like or what you think, I'm here with you. I think you made a huge breakthrough. I'm
Yeah,
excited for you.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Well done.
What? Mary Sunshine has some publishing news for you. Annibear, maybe Bear and Company would sell for you. They publish and sell
Oh,
Sacred Path
no,
medicine cards.
that would be so exciting because medicine cards for a Bear and Company is the one deck that I went and used and referred to when I saw animals in wild for like 30 years, 25 years for sure. That
Yeah.
would be a dream come true because I admire them so much. That one medicine cards one, that's the one I've depended on from the beginning. So thank you for saying that, Mary. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And
Thank you.
and yeah, Warrior Widow agrees.
Oh, hugs, honey. You're doing so good. You're doing so
Yeah.
good.
And
You
it's
know, when we go from the maiden to the woman who has babies to the old crone, there is a wealth of riches for us as we get older. It's fantastic.
yeah.
It's freeing. After after you get done being ignored for a while and it hurts your feelings, and it did mine. After a while, by the time you're in your late 50s or so, you're like, oh, because I watched Frank and Gracie, and there was this one terrific line that Frankie said, like, oh, well, if you can't see me, then I can't see you either, and you can't see what anything I'm doing. So there's a great freedom in it.
You can be as weird as you want to
That's
and get
right.
anyone laughing. My dad was like a little kid when he was older, and it was so much
Yeah,
fun. Yeah,
yeah,
proud to be called a crone, right, Lorraine? Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
We,
All right, darling. Mangled Unicorn, I will take a reading. I volunteer as tribute. I love that.
huh. Oh, this is interesting. May I go, hun?
Yes, please.
The first card I got, again, was the wish card. Okay. The second card is equilibrium.
Oh, the mirror work.
Yes, the mirror work, which I think we were talking about this morning in morning meditation. How you see yourself. And this is Rainbow's Magic. Let me back the card up because I believe you are part of the Rainbow Tribe as well. I think you stated that recently. Ta-da! What a fantastic tribe to be a part of. This card shows that there are always 7 levels to every story. 7 levels to every story, and you don't always know what level you're in. So sometimes when you're clarifying, because I think you're in a clarifying stage, and you're letting go as much as you're letting in, and that's how you reach equilibrium. And it's a wild ride. As much as you let go of, more is coming in. So wish big, hun. Wish big.
Yeah.
Dig deep. You got this. You got this.
I pulled so I was just kind of drawing for you there, mingled unicorn. And I got this, things might have been going round and round in your life, like sometimes that we're on inertia, which that happens, right? Lots of inertia that comes in and easily. But also what that happens with that is it develops into an opening. And it reminds me now of the shell. What is that shell called?
Nautilus.
The nautilus.
Yeah.
And it turns into the nautilus. Like, because when we go into that inertia, we're like, well, I need to get something going on here, and we find ourselves. And that's and it turns into like your brightness, your sunshine. So I'm not going to get too close to that because it ruins the picture. But yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah. Leah says, Mangled Unicorn, please tell your
Yeah.
lower back how much you love it. Tell how helpful it has been. Send your love to your pain. I love that. I love that. Karen says that spiral follows me.
Maybe what support your body. Like sometimes if we look around the medicine wheel and we're in pain, because I deal with pain too. And I'll go, okay, let me look at what I'm eating, what I'm drinking. Like right now I've went back to drinking fresh lemon water. And that helps me personally. It helps me when I'm transmuting a lot of energy. And I want to bring in a lot of light body, light codes, light energies in. Lemon water, I don't know why, but it helps me do that.
Wow.
Sometimes we can look at different aspects of what we eat, what we drink, like what kind of shows we're watching, what kind of information we're letting in, and guard your energy when you're in this time of transformation. Guard yourself like a mama bear. Guard your energy like a mama bear. No garbage.
It
No.
it's so true. It's so true. I mean, it doesn't take much. I get these things on my Google. Like every once in a while, I'll go to Google Knows and just Google Knows, Google, Google News, and I'll just look. I'll be like, well, what's cooking on the planet? Because I don't watch the news really,
Yeah.
and I'll just look at it, and they've gotten me like this thing of in this algorithm of well, so and so's father said that he was not giving her any inheritance, so she did not buy him a retirement home that she had planned on giving him. And there's this long drawn out story of these people that are probably not even out there. It's just like they've developed these storylines to get you hooked and to get your attention. And it's good. It's good, interesting stuff that they bring in, but it's not good for my brain. I know it's not good for my soul. It's like Candy Crush, right? So much fun, just hilarious, just so much fun. But just be careful because they can suck you in, and they're good at it. They're
Very.
yeah,
It
they're
was our wedding anniversary, so I went down for days, for like weeks actually. I was looking at wedding dresses.
oh
All the shorts were all about wedding dresses, and I'm like, my wedding dress is packed away, and I told Paul I should put it on and just see how much it doesn't fit. That would be funny. But I was just went on a daydream for a few weeks and just picked out. I sent Kelly like, this is my favorite wedding dress of all the ones I've seen. Just so you can have fun, but just be picky about it. Like if you were protecting a newborn, because these energies that we have coming in are tremendous.
yeah,
You
and
know,
there's
we
so
have
much fun.
we're a soul group, we're a soul family. Yeah, some of us we break down into other groups, sure.
Sure.
But this is a lot of energy we're moving because there is so much ancestral energy being released from the United States, and its craptacular beginning story. And its beginning story was pretty horrific. So we're releasing a lot of energies. So we got to be tender and gentle with ourselves and what we let in. Kelly.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, love you.
beautiful. Yeah, and Debbie's talking about yeah, being called a hypochondriac. Knew the word by age 6. You know, a lot of us, our bodies are not made for this planet when we come in, and we're finding that with a lot of the young children that are coming in. They're very sensitive to noises. They're very sensitive. Their DNA is a little different as they come in. So you'll notice that some of these kids that are coming in are made for a different crystalline energy, perhaps, and you probably are too. A lot of you. So if there were things as you were growing up that you were very sensitive to, sounds like the vacuum cleaner, sensory overload and whatnot, as an empath, it's really common. So just, you know, there's a reason. It was nothing ever wrong with you. That was never the point. It was all,
And these bodies are gifts.
they
These
are.
bodies are gifts from Mother, and she's going through the transformation.
Yeah.
We're here for it. We're doing it with her, but
Oh,
she's the
yeah.
star of this show. She is the star of this show.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I like to think of it as more star energies coming in. More star energies waking up in us and everything that we're around. So, like when I'm taking a walk, I was walking the other day, and guides were telling me, or somebody was telling me, like, your coats are waking up, and then you walk around, and because you love the trees so much, you wake them up a little bit, and they wake you back up. Yes! So it's a symbiotic relationship that we're having. I want to throw some cards for Richie.
Yes, please. I
I
love
just,
that.
I
Yeah,
just love Richie.
I do too.
When I first saw him in chat, I just love Richie.
He has the best energy. Yeah.
I call
Oh,
him little brother, but he kind of feels like he could be my kid. I just love him, period.
it's both, isn't it?
It
Right?
is. It
Yeah.
is. Oh, da 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 da. I got the transmutation card for Richie. Transmutation. That's what you're doing by being here. You wonderful one. You're going to laugh at this one, but just value yourself and buy yourself some flowers.
Oh, I love that.
I wish my camera wouldn't do this weird floaty thing.
Oh, I know. Mine does too.
And this is Matriarchal Star Origins, the medicine of whale. The
Wow.
oldest medicine on the planet. The
Wow.
Aboriginal peoples of Australia and Wales are the oldest medicine. They are they're so sacred. They hold so many codes. They
So,
brought codes so that we could have babies, for instance. So, love you, Richie.
yeah.
I hope that was helpful.
That's a beautiful card. That is just outstanding. I love how it feels like the mother is inside the whale. So I got a
Doesn't it?
stairway. Yeah, this is kind of hard to see. There we go. There's a stairway, like you're going up, and at the top of the steps is an opening, and it's the sun. So transcendence, I feel like, because then I get star consciousness for you, and look at
Ooh,
where this person is, and it's a man even. So
that's so Richie.
it's so Richie. He's at the top
Yeah.
of his game, isn't he? He is completely at the top of his game.
Well, it's his curiosity, I think, is his superpower.
Yeah, his curiosity
Yeah.
and Richie is like Yoda. Like he says something and he only needs like three words and boom. And I'll say like a paragraph or maybe an entire chapter and he'll say it in 3 words. And he says he's blessed everyone. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he is that's a great point, Teresa. Thank you.
Yes.
Very well balanced, divine masculine and feminine energy. Richie is. Yeah.
You have to stay on your toes when you're around Richie, because if he senses that you have any ideas that you've just made your baseline and you just did that 30 years ago and you never thought another thing about it, Richie will kindly come in and ask you, "Oh, really?" And you have to be on your toes.
Yeah.
He will keep you in the moment. He is changing and growing, and he's going to expect you to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of unnerving in a beautiful way.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sally says she smashed it and broke her screen. I don't know. Is that
What's
for
going
real,
on?
Sally? I don't know. I started and that was a while back, so she's probably fixing it right now. Yeah,
Just
let us
hope
know.
she doesn't get hurt. Please
Yeah,
don't get hurt.
yeah, be careful.
Oh, yay. Mary, heck yeah.
Very-
Heck yeah. I'm doing this by shuffling, and then I put it in 3 piles randomly. And da 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 from Mary.
Oh.
There you go. Tears of healing. Tears of healing. Have you been having tears of healing, honey? You've got energetic field of possibilities. It is so weird doing things upside down. Field of possibilities.
Wow.
Energetic field of possibilities. This is like magic.
Yeah. So I got the tears too. Oh, you go ahead. Keep going.
I got one more, honey. One more. This one is really, it was a pivotal one when I made it. I was having a less than thinking. I was thinking less of myself.
Wow.
Turned it around and set yourself free from that less than thinking. Because there is nothing less than about you. Not one thing.
No, Mary is the star, literally.
She's very fluid. I think her understanding and her grasp of things is please go ahead. It's very fluid.
No, I just wanted to point out that I got the tears too.
Whoa.
So when you pulled that, I was like, whoa, okay. So yeah, I got the grief card. So I don't know if there's something that you're letting go of. And a lot of us are going through that right now, like something that we've hung on to. And this can even be something, because we're talking about the 7 generations past, 7 forward, and our past selves and our future selves a lot right now. And so things are coming up. Old things that can be ancestral. Okay, lots, she says. Yeah. Yeah. So it's sacred. Those tears are sacred, and your grief is sacred. Just like your rage can be sacred. Acknowledge it and let it out. And then I got the scream, like, use your voice.
Oh, good.
So I've been telling everybody, there are times when I will get in my car and I'll just scream. I'll do the primal scream, and it feels so good. I feel like in my Kali, in my Durga Ma, like a mother of the universe kind of power, that I can let that out and voice it. You roar, Mary says. That's right, girlfriend. Go for it. Yeah, because you're the nurturer. You've been taking care of so many. So, and that's beautiful, Mary. Yeah.
When I cry, if I have ancestor tears, I take my tears and I rub them in my hair for my ancestors. So sometimes I'll be walking and I know it's crying and I'm crying and it's not all my tears. I just put them right into my hair. And I love to sing. Sometimes sing. Oh, I love music. I love songs. I love Taylor Swift and I love Pink.
Oh my God, right?
Yeah.
So much power in both of those women.
So much power. And there's usually a song. I don't feed the angry songs that I used to. Yeah. But sometimes a good song, or an Adele. I've been listening to Adele.
Yeah.
And women with powerful voices.
Yeah.
I've been and make up songs. I make up songs all the time. It's fun.
Right? Yeah. I can never remember the words. Okay. And now Mary found another publisher for you, American Publishers.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
I love that.
American Publishers. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
Love that, honey. Love that. Okay. Okay, Kat, I must have missed something, but I'll take a reading, please.
Yay. Okay. Hey, Kat. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Mary's going to email us. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mary.
Yep. Auntie Dee says I hum all the time and sing just out of the blue. It's important. Everything has frequency in the universe. Yeah. And when the angels come to us, they sing us in, and they sing, their harmonies are like soothing and healing. Not only that, they make new energy, and it's a big tradition in indigenous tribes as well, isn't it,
To
Annie?
sing, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the singing is so important.
Ooh, first card up. It's my favorite archangel. Archangel Metatron protects all inner children. I think I did this. This is supposed to be like this. Sorry, I'm getting used to the camera.
Wow.
Uncle Metatron, Archangel Metatron protects all inner children. Wow, wow, wow. And this one always reminds me of JJ because she's the one who inspired it. JJ at Tuta Speaks. What's your seed that you came in this lifetime with that you said, I want to do the following? That's your seed. Your seed it's happening now, sweetheart. And as much as we reach for 7 generations, they reach for us too. 7 generations behind and ahead love to hear our voices. They love to hear us sing. They don't mind our tears. They don't mind our frustrations, not one bit. Wouldn't be here without the 7 generations behind us, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. And I hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Resonated.
That's beautiful. So I pulled in conception, and you were talking about the children, right? And the generation. So and it does make me feel like you're doing something with the children or your inner child, Kat. So that seed that Annie was talking about, like what you came in to be, what you came in to do, but also alchemy. So I don't know if you're manifesting, but that's kind of popping in. And then our good friend came to say hello. There's George.
George. Yay.
Oh,
Yay.
oh, grandchildren. That could be, Kat. Yeah. So George coming in, and anybody that doesn't know George is Reverend Saul, and he was our crystal shaman and a Vedic teacher, and he was here a
He
lot.
still is. He's our benefactor.
And he was a mantra specialist. So when we're talking about singing, this guy knows singing. So, of course, he came into play.
Yeah.
So, I love that.
Thank you, George.
Yeah, you can just ask for a reading, Karen, for sure. Yeah, anybody that wants a reading, let us know. Annie has brand new cards. These are the first ones, and she just had them done. And
Yay.
yeah, so, and by the way, Sally is here, and she did say that she was just smashing the like button.
Oh, okay. Smashed it. Okay.
Yeah, we were being a little too
Too literal,
yeah, for
huh?
yeah.
Okay, for Sharon. Let me see if light is your superpower.
Oh, that's
Light
good.
is your superpower. That's a heckin' good superpower to have.
Yeah.
This is be adaptive. This is a puffin. Be adaptive and resourceful.
Wow.
And when this came in, it was very surprising to me, but I just went with it. And I think I have it upside down. Sorry about that. Be adaptive, resourceful, like the puffin.
Wow, I love that bird.
This is guardians surround you. Guardians surround you. That's beautiful.
So
I appreciate how Sharon's, she's very humble and she shares her knowledge and she has a vast amount of knowledge and she shares it quietly. And she'll just blow your mind very just in one little line. And I appreciate you.
Yeah. Yeah. And she always brings in the light. Like every meditation, she's there at the end.
Every time. Every single time.
Love, light, and laughter.
Thank you.
Um,
Hope that was helpful. What'd you get, Teri?
oh my God, the soul card. So this is you, enlightenment. And then, of course, what else do I get? The sun. So we were just talking about the light that you bring.
Wow. Yeah.
So beautiful. Like,
Oh, and the healing hands, because she does the what is it called?
Shinjitsu, and
Yeah,
I think you do Reiki too, don't you, Kat?
I think she does too.
Not Kat. I mean, Sharon.
I
So
think she does too.
yeah, yeah, it was indeed. She says you are gracious, my friend. Aw.
No one's called me that before. Thank you.
That cracks me up.
Me too.
Yeah, she
Oh,
is very
good.
gracious about helping people with things like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, the light is in me. Yeah,
Yes.
definitely in you, honey. Yeah. And that's interesting because we were talking about the mirrors and um, being able to watch, and look like and see our light and walk with our light body. Because I think there's one thing that stops me from judging other people and judging myself is saying, okay, activate that light body and go for a walk with her today. And
I
and
love
then
that you do that.
yeah, well, Tyler and I were just out on a walk and we went up to the park and I'm like, oh, I kind of look like a dork because I got my dress on and all my jewelry and here I am. And then I was like, activate light body, work
Beautiful.
it, girl.
Look beautiful.
Thanks. But it was funny. And I was just like, little things that ego brings in, just crazy. Okay. Let's see. Lorraine. Hello, beautiful Lorraine.
Oh, yay, Lorraine. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to do this for all the kabillion times I've asked a question. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Okay. I want to just pull this in too. She says, Teri, I think maybe my Cherokee grandma is here with me. I've had goosebumps even in my scalp this entire video, and I promise you I am not cold in this house today. Wow.
You know, I was over at Kelly, not our beautiful Kelly Healer, but Kelly the Mystic next door.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there last night because she got back from her trip to Shasta.
Yeah. I
And
come
did
in
her.
and said hi to you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what she said, Lorraine? She said that she gets her chills inside her head.
Ooh, that's powerful.
Might be for you too, sweetheart. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow. First card up is Ask Pan of the Wood. I don't know if you're familiar with Pan, sweetheart. Like Mark the Spirit Whisperer, he speaks of and Pan is the man for me because finding creator through nature, which is what we do, right? So, and wow, another one, The Paws Know the Land. And this one, the printer didn't quite get the whole story. That was due to me. I'll take credit for that. It was editing of the card because there should be claws at the end of the card. The paws know the land. So I imagine you are close with animals. They're more advanced than we are.
oh yeah.
Absolutely every animal here is here to help us.
Yeah. We're like toddlers.
Yeah.
We're just learning.
And the dolphins were like asleep.
Yeah.
The last card I got was let your inner child play.
Oh.
Is that imagination? That's the magic. That's the part that can slip you right in that in between that we know so well. And I imagine you drum, don't you? I imagine you drum too. I bet you that gets you there in heartbeats, sweetheart.
I think she was talking. Were you talking about drumming earlier, Lorraine? Drumming circles? Somebody here was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I hope that was helpful, Lorraine.
Yeah. Those are beautiful.
And I love that you're feeling your grandmother.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I get that inner opening inside you coming in, honey.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and I love that her hands, I see this a lot. She says, "I've been hearing drumming." Oh,
Oh, there you
cats,
go.
birds, deer, foxes, coyotes, raccoons, possums, butterfly, and dragons. Oh, honey,
Yeah.
incredible. So, those hands have energy going into the earth and knowing, your ancestors. So I feel like that's your grandma, honey. And then coming in, this opening inside your heart, like, your your high heart, right? The space between your heart and your throat that opens up, and that's huge. That's your divinity. Um, and then integration. So I love these colors for you too.
Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah, integrating that into what
Wow.
you're doing, your daily thing. Really beautiful, Lorraine.
That is.
Yeah. Oh, Denise Lynn makes drums. I did not know she did that. Oh, okay. Um, let's see. That was Lorraine. Everybody's, oh my God, Richie, thank you. Thank you for the 9.99, honey. We appreciate that. Karen, we got you. And Bad Hair Day would love a reading.
Okay.
Okay, we got you, kiddo.
Well, the first one I have up is to value yourself and buy yourself some flowers. Value yourself. Celebrate you. The fact that you're on the planet is spectacular. It's being on Earth is a joy, especially right now during this time of change. Nobody's here on accident, for sure, for sure. This is observe and be like nature. Witness.
Wow.
You can gather much information sometimes by just observing. Many things are transitory that would like you to think they're not. But be like nature and observe. The last card is sing your authentic song. Sing that song in your heart. Do that thing that your heart would lead you to do. I wish my camera wasn't so
I
moody.
I think it's a setting. I know it's a setting, but I can't remember which one it is. I can try to
Okay,
work that on that.
okay, because I'm not moving, people. I promise I'm being still. My camera's moving. So I hope that that is helpful to you, Bad Hair Day, and I love your name. It's a
Right?
fantastic name.
Yeah, it had me like going, oh.
Yeah, yeah. I hope that was helpful, sweetheart.
Those are such beautiful cards. I love those.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh
What
God.
did you get?
I got unity that day. Like you're in balance. It's like you're connected, from the sky and the earth. So that in between and it's all coming around because the big circle inside it there, your energy seems like it's she said this is so incredibly bang on. Yeah. And I loved your gift, your bouquet, because it's like that's so important that we treat ourselves. And it doesn't cost a lot of money, right? We can go out and pick the flowers in our garden or at our neighbor's garden when they're not looking. But we
I
can
love carnations.
oh
I love
yeah,
carnations, and they don't cost that much. And I put them like in three different places on three different altars. And
yeah,
it's me valuing myself,
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's important, especially us as women. I was a single mom for like 10 years, and I made it my mission during that time. I was much younger to buy my own damn jewelry because I'm like, I don't need a man to buy me jewelry. I don't need a man to buy me groceries. I can do this for myself. I
yeah.
prefer men to do that for me. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I love that. I love that. Yeah. And then higher love. So who sang that song?
Yeah, Stevie
Some
Winwood.
higher love.
Steve
Yeah,
Winwood. Yeah, great song.
yeah.
Bring
right?
me a higher love. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So, um, really reaching. I mean, you could. There's no limitations here for you. I feel like you're kind of going through that right now, Bad Hair Day, like giving yourself that abundance. And once we live in abundance, so I know I've been talking about it for all week, but I'm reading The New Earth, Eckhart Tolle. I'm in a book club with Kim and two of you with it. And it's so amazing because it's like he talks about abundance and he talks about how Jesus talked about it and all these other, scholars, like Patanjali's talked about it. And that it's when
You
you
froze,
hear
honey.
me or see. Oh,
Uh,
okay. When you
you're good.
when you live in abundance, you create abundance. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys. I don't know what happened.
That was kind of cool. I think your frequency just went zzz, zzz, and
Mm.
your equipment's catching up.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So living in abundance. And it probably because they want me to do that.
Mhm.
When we grow up with scarcity, and you were just talking about this too, like buying yourself flowers, how
Yeah.
important it is. Yeah, but living in
Yeah.
your abundance. So you used to always have weekly fresh flowers in your home and need to remember me. Yes, I'm in it. Huge
Yeah.
washing machine spin and now on clothesline drumming. Oh, nice. I love that. I love that. All right. Yeah, Mary buys herself crystals, love flowers, but crystals last forever.
True story. True story.
Sparkles.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, of course, the last one today, Mr.
Oh, Teresa,
Unicorn.
my sister. Yes.
Yeah.
When I don't know what when I first met Teresa online, it was like I don't know. I just know this. I know this soul. Since before this world was new, I knew Teresa. I just know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Teresa Ford is a jewel. She's a gift. I hope you know that, Teresa. You are a gift.
She's a wild card. I think she's an unpredictable wild card. That one.
She's that too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Oops. I'm getting so excited I dropped my cards. Okay, 3 piles. Here we go. Ta-da! The first card up. Transmutation for Teresa.
Oh, look at the
You,
colors, Teresa.
you
Oh my
have that
God.
kind of power, my dear. Transmutation.
So beautiful.
Second card up is healing light. Let me see if there is. You can see the whole card.
That,
Healing light. This
oh,
is light coming up through the spine. Stop it, camera.
and it looks like the Kundalini even.
Yeah, I think you are right.
Yeah, that's stunning.
And the third card, my favorite archangel, Archangel Metatron. Protect
Wow.
all inner children. And if you can see that little girl with that little child right there, their
Yep.
power. See that?
Mm-hmm.
That's got Teresa all over.
It totally does. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Teresa
I
is the best.
hope that was helpful, sweetheart.
Yeah. Aren't they beautiful cards? Yeah, everybody. And these are the cards that you painted all these.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And they all tell a story. They're just amazing.
They poured out. It was after I was invited to Sedona, and I knew that I needed to stay where I am, but I wanted just came pouring out. All kinds of paintings came pouring out, and I
Oh,
wanted to call Sedona to me and fulfill my purpose, and was painting for days. So as I get more skilled, I'll make another one in a few years, in a year or so, as
I
I get
don't
skills.
I don't
So we'll
know. I
see.
think
It'll
that
be
these
fun.
are amazing just the way they are. So who else is going to come in and say goodnight? So
Yay!
George
Sure.
comes back to see us. So of course he comes for you too, Teresa. So
Yeah,
ancient
yeah.
wisdom. And that's you, that ancient wisdom. It, Teresa's a lot like Richie. She'll say one sentence and she summed up everything you need to say for an hour.
I had a
And
daydream about, I would love to see a show. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry.
no, go
I
ahead.
would love to see Teresa and Richie do a show together. Oh my God. Can you
Right?
imagine those two brains just kicking ideas around? Please do that.
Yeah.
I love it. I
Yeah.
would.
And I also got shadow work, but look at them, they're dancing, like the dance of the shadow. So I know, Teresa, you got that in you, that funk, that dance, that you know,
She's
uh,
fearless. In some
yeah,
spiritually, she is fearless.
right?
Mhm.
I love this because the shadows right now are really where creation is being made. And it just I see universes in the shadows. You do like shadow work too, Teresa? Yeah. I see that in there. So I do want to mention that Sharon says, "Congratulations, Annibear. They're as beautiful as you."
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And who was it that just said, "Okay, there it is, Mary Sunshine." Um, Annibear, I just chatted with Christina Root at American
Yeah.
Publishers Inc. She's
Oh,
very interested in talking to you.
thank you. Oh
I
my goodness.
love with that, Mary. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is amazing.
Will
Okay.
you will you email Teri that, or oh, I put an email on my channel because Teri told me to a
Get
couple of
ready for
days
the
ago.
reading.
It's
Yeah.
super long. It's like standing in light with Annibear at Gmail. Thank you very much. And I drew 3 cards for everybody. Is now a good time to say that?
Yeah, it's
Um,
perfect.
observe, be like nature, witness and observe. Okay, stay in
Wow.
witnessing awareness is what that says to me. Because there are so many levels to this story, and we don't always know what level we're in, but we are storytellers, and we weave by resonating. We weave by keeping our resonation high. As above, so below. When in balance, speak.
I love that. Oh
So
my
that's
God.
one for everybody.
That is so beautiful.
Thank
So,
you so much for letting me do this today. What a
yeah.
treat. What a thrill. Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much.
being here.
Yeah,
So guys, this is I know it's a long one, but this is where, so just go to Life After Life NDE, and you'll find the new video that just came out an hour ago of Annie Bear, and she is on with. It's a beautiful channel. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm sure most of you probably have. So anyway, go by there and check it out. I think she's going to be a star. A star. So I know she
Thank
already is,
you.
but even
Thank
bigger.
you.
So
Thank
yeah,
you. Thank
yeah.
you.
Uh,
Hugs, everybody. Thanks so much. It's so fun today. Thank you, Teri. Thank you,
oh, thank you
everybody.
so much for being here. What are you doing next besides
I'm
watching?
gonna go celebrate. I'm gonna go have a popsicle and make some popcorn.
Oh, that sounds like
I
fun.
am a popcorn freak now that I dropped my bad habits. My new habit is popcorn.
Oh, popcorn, you can put every flavor you want on it.
That's what people do,
Bacon,
but yeah.
Dijon, salt.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Oh, and
uh,
I'm really excited. This afternoon, I was gifted a reading by Diane G. And she has this speciality I've heard about where she can tell you what star systems you've come from, well, I came from here, but where you've been.
yeah.
So I really recommend everyone to go to Diane G's channel and figure out how to get a reading from her and from Teri. So,
Yeah.
thank
Come
you
on
so
over. I'll give you one, honey. All right. All right, everybody. Well, have a great day. I'm going to be on with Scott,
much.
um, Scorpio Scott, if y'all want another reading today. And then we've got the Dream Team tonight.
Yeah,
So, what are you
our
doing next?
favorite show.
Yeah. Do you have a show coming up? She's gonna be so
And
busy, you guys.
I'm aware
She's gonna be
of.
so busy now.
Well, this time of year, I'm busy with grandkids.
Oh, that's
And
right. You got the
this week, this week, it's actually a quiet week for me. One's in summer school, so I'm meeting a girlfriend for coffee. I'm trying to squeeze a bunch of stuff in.
Oh,
But,
good.
but
Good.
yeah.
All right, sweetheart.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Namaste.
Bye.
Our light sees your light.